I used to think attraction was simple. Good looks, confidence, maybe some money. I was wrong. I spent years trying to optimize the wrong things. Better clothes, better jokes, better opening lines, and nothing really changed. Then I started reading the actual research, the psychology, the behavioral science, what attraction really is at a biological and psychological level. And what I found was completely different from everything I thought I knew. In this video, I'm breaking down what women are actually attracted to, according to science, not opinion, not dating advice, the research. Let's get into it. Finding number 1, women are attracted to emotional stability, not emotional performance. For a long time, the advice was show confidence, project strength, never look weak. But research in evolutionary psychology tells a more specific story. What women are actually attracted to isn't the performance of strength, it's the absence of emotional instability. A 2019 study published in the journal Personality and Individual Differences found that emotional stability, the ability to remain regulated under stress, was one of the most consistently attractive traits across cultures. Not wealth, not height, not physical dominance, emotional stability. What does that look like in practice? A man who doesn't crumble when something goes wrong, who doesn't need constant reassurance, who can handle tension without exploding or shutting down. His nervous system says, I am not a threat to your peace. And that signal, felt before a single word is spoken, is one of the most powerful attractors in human psychology. Finding number 2, women are attracted to ambition, but not for the reason you think. Most men assume women are attracted to success, money, status, achievements, and those things do matter, but not in the way most people think. Research from the University of Texas found that what women are actually responding to isn't the success itself, it's the drive behind it. A man who is actively working towards something, who has goals he genuinely cares about, who wakes up with direction, is more attractive than a man who has already achieved everything but seems to be drifting. The psychology behind this: ambition signals future potential. It signals that this person is going somewhere, and being with someone who is going somewhere feels different from being with someone who has already stopped. You don't need to have made it, you need to be moving, because movement is what her nervous system responds to, not the destination. Finding number 3, social proof is more powerful than direct attraction. Here's one of the most counterintuitive findings in attraction research. A man being wanted by others makes him more attractive to the woman watching. Psychologists call this mate copying, and it's been documented across dozens of studies. When a woman sees other people respond positively to a man, laughing at what he says, leaning toward him, treating him with warmth and respect, her brain receives a signal. Other people have already evaluated this person and found him valuable. And that evaluation makes her own attraction stronger. This is why the man who is relaxed and engaged in a social setting, not performing, just genuinely connected to the people around him, is more attractive than the man who approaches a woman directly with no social context. You're not just being judged by what you say to her, you're being evaluated by how everyone else responds to you. This one surprised me when I first found it. Research on dopamine and reward systems shows that unpredictable rewards create stronger responses than predictable ones. In attraction, this translates to something specific. A man who is consistently warm, but occasionally hard to read, is more attractive than a man who is always perfectly available and always perfectly responsive. Not because playing games works, but because total predictability removes tension. And tension, in the right amount, is part of what keeps attraction alive. The key phrase is, up to a point. Too much unpredictability creates anxiety, not attraction. Too little creates comfort without excitement. The sweet spot is a man who is consistent enough to feel safe, but interesting enough to keep her curious. Reliable, but not boring. Warm, but not desperate. Present, but not suffocating. What all of this actually means. Here's what the science is really saying. Women aren't attracted to the things most men spend their time optimizing. They're attracted to how you make them feel when they're around you. Emotionally stable, so she feels safe. Ambitious and moving, so she feels pulled forward. Socially connected, so she trusts the world's evaluation of you. Interesting enough, so curiosity stays alive. None of these require you to be richer, taller, or better looking. They require you to do the internal work that most men never do because they're too busy optimizing the external. That's the science, and it's been there the whole time. Which of these 4 findings surprised you most? Drop a number in the comments. And if you want to understand how to actually build these traits, not just know about them, watch this next. 7 habits of men who are respected without trying. Because knowing the science is step 1. Becoming it is step 2. See you there.